Miami hat on now.
Okay, and let me.
Nice music playing in the background.
Okay, we'll have Marie talk about the Miami movements, and let me get your information up, Marie.
Okay, thank you. I just want to welcome you all here on our Miami Movers. I am just so excited because with the news that we just got about the new requirements, it's everybody's game again. Everybody's back in the game. So if you were kind of feeling like, oh, well, forget about that trip, it's too far gone, Jaffa, once again, they threw the curveball, and now we can all start off all together, brand new. Even if you have not done one thing, now's your time to actually start to get back into the game. So there are some new qualifications now. So we're going to just kind of go over them now, and this is all in Jaffa Royalty, as you see at the top of your screen there. It's coming from Jaffa Royalty under your events, correct, Chafica? And that would be
yes.
the Miami trip, okay?
Yes.
So let's start off now. You still need to have 120 points for the land packages, and you still need to acquire the same amount of points for each level, but there's new ways of doing that, okay? So I'm going to show you too because Jaffa's tracking it all now, and they were too, but now you can actually see the tracking numbers. So we'll go over that too on how to do that. So each new consultant that is sponsored in April, which is this month or next month, that accumulates $1,000 in retail sales in the both months will count as one business builder. So you still need to have a base of 10 business builders, okay? But the way that you're acquiring those business builders are going to be different. Before they had to have $1,500, but now it's actually $1,000. So April and May, any new sponsors that you have, if they accumulate $1,000 in personal retail sales, they will count as one business builder. Okay? Each two new consultants who are sponsored in the same month, so for example, if you have sponsored two new consultants in this month with $500, they've each placed a $500 order, then they will count as one business builder for you, kind of like a 2-for-1. Okay, so their accumulated sales together would be $1,000. Okay. Another way to do that is each qualified new consultant in April or in May. So if they don't reach the 500, but perhaps the 300 or the 400, will give you 5 points. Okay. For those that you're talking to, and you were all talking about leadership, because leadership is where all the money is now in Jaffa. So when you're talking to your new sponsors and talking to them about becoming in management, getting into the leadership in Jaffa in April or in May, so when she promotes, she is also considered a business builder. Okay. When 5 or more consultants who are inactive reactivate with a $300 order in personal retail sales, they will count as one business builder. So 5 people on your team who are inactive place a $300 order, they will count as one business builder for you. Okay? And then if you haven't met your prior year sales, that's okay. Just activate the point requirements and you can go to Miami. So there are no more sales requirements. Is that correct? Okay. So I'm going to highly recommend that you print off this page and go over it, because I'm going over it again and I have questions again about that as well too. So this would be the place to bring those questions, or actually in the WhatsApp Miami Movers chat as well too, would be another place where you can do that. So kind of like in a nutshell, to me, the way it looks is that any new consultants in April or May with a $500 or $1,000, those are the key numbers to think of, would be qualified as a business builder. Okay, does everybody kind of understand that?
So you have to have either in
First time.
April or in May.
In May.
Two with 500. Two new consultants who each have 500 in April count as one.
Mm-hmm.
Two who sponsor in May who each do 500 count as one.
Mm-hmm.
Or either month they get to 1,000. That's one that counts as one.
Okay.
And then
I have a
inactives, there's only for the inactives that you can only get one set for one business builder. If you reactivate 20 inactives, it's not going to count as 4. It only still counts as 1.
Oh, see, that was a question
or more,
too.
because it says 5
Right.
or more.
I have a question now. Can any of those business builders also count double if they promote to manager? Or would she still just be one business builder?
Ooh, that is an excellent question.
Okay.
So you're saying if a new consultant or whoever comes in that was part of your business builders is a business builder and promotes?
Right. Does she count as one business builder, or when she promotes that would count as a second business builder?
I would think that would be 2, but I don't know for sure.
Okay, so maybe that's something we can put in the WhatsApp group.
Mm-hmm.
As I was reading this was another question that was coming up.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you've got a rock star that comes in and promotes to manager by the end of May, it seems like that would count as 2.
It should.
Yeah.
It should count as 3 in my book. Right. So, this is something, I think the goal here is, but the goal here is to sponsor new people in April and in May who actually can take advantage. Not only, they can earn the trip as well too, which is so cool, but it counts as business builders for your qualifications. And then at the same time, she gets the rewards as well too. So, what's in it for both of you at the same time? So just, go through the action flyer, look at the sponsoring incentives as well too. And then she just becomes that much closer to the leadership possibilities and the goals.
Wait a minute. I have a question. Every person that you sponsor, like say number 1, it has to be someone you sponsor.
Personal.
Right.
Yeah.
If she sponsors people, that doesn't count for you. The only thing that would count for you would be the fact that she promoted.
Right.
Okay, good.
And at the same time, And then at the same time, what's in it for her?
Right, exactly. But I have a question about the promotion. In the past, when you promote, if you promote a new manager in April, actually the promotion date is May 1st.
Yes.
So would it be, if she's in qualification and promotes in May, she's actually promoting June 1st. So that would still count, right?
Correct.
Well, didn't that change?
No, it did prior incentives, trip incentives. If their promotion was in May and then June 1st they were a manager, it's counted for the trip.
Right. So that's how it is now.
I would assume so. Okay. Another good question.
Yes.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would too.
Yeah.
That would make sense.
They qualify.
We just found out about this. Somebody couldn't have been a manager April 1st.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she did.
Actually,
yeah.
I think it's just any manager you promote during the qualification period, I think. Well, no.
Now I'm wondering.
But because the new requirement, the managers get paid in their promoting month.
I think it would have to be someone whose first day as manager is May 1st or June 1st. I think that's what they're saying.
Okay. So yes, the answer to Linda's question is yes.
Yeah. But that is an excellent thing to ask for clarification on.
Okay.
Because that's what I would, because everything's been April, May.
Right.
So that tells me that it's May 1st promotion or June 1st.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good.
Pretty cool. That's just very, very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Okay. So like I said, sometimes it takes maybe a couple times reading it and to if you can kind of put names so if you've already sponsored people this month, focus on that $1,000 would be awesome. But, even 500, if they do the 500 as well too.
Well, and 500 is going to double you up because you're going to get QNC points plus business points.
Right.
So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I have a question because my sister Susan and I listened to Paolo's message that he sent out because my question was, Oh, no. It was in regard to the reactivation. Sorry, never mind. I missed that 2 new consultants sponsored in April with 500. I missed that. I thought that was only a part of May. So I got to get working.
Oh, April or May.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So basically, if you want 10 business builders and none of them do 1,000, you need 20 newbies. 10 and
That's a good one.
an even number in April and an even number in May. 20 total newbies. 500 will get you 10 business builders.
Yeah.
There
Exactly.
you go.
Mm-hmm.
Can you say that again, please?
They're paired, so they're paired up. So it has to be an even number. So you would need a total. If you have none now,
Mm-hmm.
a total of either 20 who do 500 each, and it has to be in pairs. So you can't have an odd number and have it count. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You have to have even numbers in April and May. So you could have 10 and 10, or you could have 6 and whatever that is. I'm like 14, whatever, but you got to, because they have to be paired up because it's every 2. So 20 who do 500 or 10 who do 1,000 or a combination of both.
Okay.
If you're at ground zero, obviously if you have someone who was sponsored earlier in the year, they still have to get to 1,500.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And another thing, I mean, I'm talking me, I'm always looking how to maximize my points. But when she QNCs, she counts as 5, and then if she hits 500 or 1,000, she counts as a business builder too.
Yes.
500. She has to be a
I
part.
mean, 1,000. But if you had, say, you had 2 that do it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
So that's why I mean you double up points. So not double, but you 1.5 points.
Right. You just want to
5 points for every QNC plus. If you get to business builder. Yes, Linda.
What is a QNC right now?
For a trip, it's 500.
Yeah, 500 for this program. Yeah.
But that's an excellent question, because I always thought it was 300 until fairly recently, and they said, no, loyalty club, it's 400.
Yeah.
And now for the trip, it's 500.
But for a trip, it's 500. But coming in May, everything is adjusting to 3 and 4.
So will that count for QNC in May would be the 300?
I think
if you're talking just QNC points, I would say yes, you would be just QNC points. If you're talking counting for half of a business builder, it has to be 500.
No, that I understand. I understand about the business builder, but when it says each QNC in April, right now QNC in April is 500, but in May it's going to be 300?
Well, I think just for this program, anything related to this program, a QNC is 500. Anything related to the Miami, anything related to the Miami, they said it's going to be.
Then why would you get 5 points? You would get extra points when she becomes a business builder.
Yeah, I'm going to ask for clarification on that, because
that's a little confusing.
That could be 2 different numbers if they're just talking just QNC. But if
does it say anything in the action flyer? Like, how they used to say QNC and they would explain what it was.
They do I wonder if it's in Jaffa Royalty. Please.
Wait, I can also look on April. Wait a minute.
Because it doesn't have anything here. Okay, it might be in the Jaffa Royalty under the event.
It says, this program, a qualified consultant is a new consultant who achieves 400 in personal paid sales in the month they join.
And where
the following month. Now, which program is this I'm looking at?
That's going to be loyalty.
Ready to go. That's for that. Okay, wait a minute. For the
Miami.
2 months left. It says nothing.
I know.
Well, Jackie had clarified in the Jackie had clarified that in the Amber region. Somebody asked that question, and Jackie had wrote for the Miami trip program, it's 500.
I think because if you look on how to earn points under Jaffa Royalty, here I'll show you.
Right.
If you look that, it says right there, there used to be 2 points, and they raised it to 5. So personal new consultants with 500 is 2, and they've raised those points to 5 for April and May.
Well, that's the confusing part. That's the confusing part because they didn't say QNC.
Right, but that is what they're talking about.
So
Okay.
QNC is 500
For the trip, yes.
For the trip. Yeah, for the trip.
You're doing what you need to do anyway, getting them to 500, and then you get 5 extra points.
Right. Okay.
Got it.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. So
Don't you think this is funny? It's now almost the end of the trip, and we're going, so how do we earn? What is this?
But that's the beauty of it. We're in it. We're still in it. We're still
love
in
it. No, it's fun. I love,
right?
yeah.
That's what I love about it. So it's just
So trip
awesome.
terms are different than every other term in Japan.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I want to show. Do y'all know where to go to see your tracking?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows. Everybody's okay, so we don't have to go through that.
Show it.
Oh,
not everybody.
some are saying no. Okay, show us.
I'm going to try to share my screen. Okay, Lori?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. It's not here. Okay. So hold on. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm gonna show. Hold on. I gotta go to Jaffa Royalty. Yeah, that's not it. Here it is, right here. Okay, here. I did it. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Jaffa Royalty, you're gonna go to events.
I love this picture.
I do too. And then you go down to the summer trip, and then you're gonna go to 2018. So here's where you would find all the details, all the qualifications, and then your tracking report. This really isn't my report, though. Okay.
Whatever, Marie. No.
I'm just embarrassed. So you put in your consultant ID. You hit OK. Okay. So here's where you find all your points. It tells you what you need, your name. Why you guys are in my way? I can't see what it says over there. But can you see over here, like all the
yes.
numbers? Okay. So this is where it'll all be tracked for you.
Right.
Okay.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yes, great.
Achieved business builders? No. Achieved. We don't have to achieve. We still have to grow over our last year's district.
No.
Well, no.
No requirement.
No.
Okay. So
yeah.
This is where
And by the way,
You just have to get your points.
yeah,
right.
exactly.
Yes.
More sales requirements, which is awesome.
Right. Okay. So see what that all. So I have 27 points. I only need 100 points more.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But you do have to have those 10 business builders.
Yes,
Right.
you do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is all right there for you, which is awesome. Okay.
Thank you.
They did tell us, which is obvious there, the numbers have not been updated. Like it's 5 for personal QNCs, not 2. And the requirements have not been updated in this form, but your points are correct.
Okay. Perfect.
Why don't they just postpone the trip until give us like an extension?
They should all just let us go.
Yeah.
Let us all go. Get an investment in.
I think we should all just be able to. I agree. Okay. So I just wanted to make sure you all knew where that was. So now that's another report that you can go on and kind of track, and make sure you're showing your team too, and open up the possibilities for everybody on your teams or anybody that you talk to who wants to go to Miami free on a dime, because people have earned the trip. I remember when we went to Hawaii, there were people that earned it in 1 month. The whole
yes, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Lori, so if they get into their why and find out why it's so important for them to go and tap into that all the time, I mean, and there's nothing more pleasurable and more fun than going on a trip with one of your people on your team.
I know.
It really is. It's great to just see each other in the sisterhood of Jaffa, but when you have that that personal bloodline with you, it's or that first generation is we're talking now. Just so much fun to do that as well too, which is great. So do we want to talk about Las Vegas now, Chafica, or do you want to just go into the 500? I think we should just go into how we were talking 500 in sales, 500 in sales, and how do we acquire that? Especially somebody who's new, when you say, you know, oh, you just have to sell $500 worth of Jafra, to somebody that sounds intimidating. It sounds kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
So and as a team, we kind of break that down. And I know, Lori, you do that as well too. And not to really talk about the $500, but pick a category that you love, and what are some of the specials in the catalogs that you can sell that will give you that accumulated sales of $500. Mm-hmm. So what we've done on our team is we have made, because we love the Royal Hand treatments. They're just so awesome. And we've made little sample, I'll show you, hold on. I had to switch from almond to olive collections, but that's okay.
I know.
So we just kind of went to the dollar store and got little jars, you know, and I put the oil, Rhonda, this was your idea, thank you, the lotion, the shower gel, and they have these tiny little containers, adorable, for the sea salt. I just kind of wrote out all the instructions on actually what the treatment is. I'll take a picture and put it on Facebook. And then I challenged them to sell 10 sets. Because if they sell 10 sets with the way the sale is going on now in Jafra, at $58, the retail is $58. So if they can sell 10 sets, it'll give them $580 in retail sales. But the cool thing is their profit is $290. Mm-hmm. So it's about what's in it for them, which is pretty cool. So actually, Rhonda, you've had a couple of people do that on your team already, and I actually mailed them out to brand new consultants who just joined this month. Who, it's overwhelming. So I said, here, let's just focus on one category. Let's focus on one product right now, and you love the hand treatment. Let's do that, and let's sell 10 of them, and then see how it goes. Another great thing, the Royal Rose fragrance. So if you have consultants who love fragrance, that's a great set, because they get the fragrance, they get the mini, they get the bag with it. It's so really cool. So if they sell 13 sets of that.
It's a huge bag too. Have you seen it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Nice bag.
So it's 13 sets. So it's a great Mother's Day gift. And I think sometimes, I learned this through other, when I used to go to other different parties, it's the suggestive selling that really sells the product. Even with the hand treatment, it's like, keep it in the shower, use the shower gel every day, take the sea salt and put it on your feet, and da-da-da. They're like, oh, so you kind of like creating that vision for them of how they're going to use these products every single day and why they need it. What's the value of this for them? So the Royal Rose fragrance, who do you know? You have mothers you have to buy for, you have aunts, you have friends who you can buy this beautiful, it's $39. And when you look at the whole product together, whether you want to put it in a basket or whether you want to gift wrap it for them, it looks a lot more expensive than $39 retail sales. So if they can find 13 people, or they can sell 13 of these fragrances, that'll give them $507 in sales. So once again, a profit of $252 and change.
Or they can sell 10 of them and then add on for $10 the Kiss and Spritz.
Exactly.
And then for $49 they send 10. They buy themselves something for $30 or whatever, and get to $500.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then I love the Royal Jelly Rituals. People play that video, I'm telling you, and you will get everybody at your parties to buy that Royal Jelly Rituals for $139. You only need to sell 4 sets of it. Second one, and it's $556 in sales. Their profit is $278
for 4.
For 4.
That's not bad at all.
If you have, and if you want, if you want to break it down, it's only one a week. Okay. But you could do one a day, I'm sure.
Yes.
If you did that as well too. So just pick a category, wherever it is, have whatever she's passionate about or you're passionate about, or what you feel really confident and comfortable in when you're talking, and just stick with that. If it's makeup, then get the makeup specials that do that. And how many would you have to sell, or how many would she have to sell in order to get to that $500 retail sales? I know, Rhonda, you're making Mother's Day baskets, which is pretty cool too. So, if you have inventory or stock, and, you know, make up some little baskets and sell them as well too. Just for me, I just think breaking it all down makes it look a lot simpler. It makes it it's a lot more doable for a consultant, and even for yourself, because, you know, life gets crazy and busy too. So how are you going to create those sales as well too? So I know I can sell 4 royal jelly rituals. That's not a big deal. For me,
exactly.
But somebody else, it might be that way as well too. And then, you know, it's now, where are you going to find these people to sell them to, you know, as a new consultant, or even as a consultant who's, you're just looking for some new business, you know. And we talk about the memory jogger, you know, I love that memory jogger. You know, who do you know? Rhonda, where are you going to sell your baskets?
Well, I have already, I have a couple of guys at the job because I'm a school teacher. And so I'll put a couple of them out. But I already partnered with a group who's doing a luncheon, a scholarship luncheon, and they are having speakers, and they've asked me to make baskets for the 3 speakers, 2 women and 1 male. So I have some more baskets, you know, coming. And I usually sell, you know, I make them about $25, and so they'll be like smaller products, but things that I have on my shelf, make them nice, and that keeps people coming back.
Yes, it does.
Exactly. And I don't know if any of you have ever used the brownylocks.com, the calendar there that gives you, I went on there and I was like blown. There was like a million things on just one day, like, which one relates to Jafra. But, you know, in order for you to connect with different groups or different people, these are just some of the things that I saw that I liked. Like May 1st is Loyalty Day. So, you know, who do you know who's loyal, you know, that's loyal to Jafra? You know what I mean? There's a great way to promote to them. National Nurses Week starts May 12th. So all the nurses. Mother's Day, of course, is May 13th. It's National Employee Health and Fitness Day on May 16th. Ooh. Yeah, so I thought that was a pretty good one. And then there's also a Turn Beauty Inside Out Day. I thought that was pretty intriguing. I like that one. Let's have a beauty inside and out party. The Kentucky Derby is this month too. How cool would that be to have a Jafra party and everybody wear their big Kentucky Derby hats? That would be a lot of fun. Yeah. Or if you're going to a Kentucky Derby party, you know, make sure you bring your Jafra. And on May 21st, it's National Wait Staff Day. So if you're going out to dinner or you're going anywhere, make sure you're bringing your samples and your catalogs, and make sure you're getting names and numbers. And then May 20th, was my special day. It's National Neighbor Day. So I'm just going to walk around my neighborhood with my little Jafra basket and, you know, go knocking on doors too. It totally terrifies me when I have to do that. So ask me why. You got to step out. You got to do different things, right? You got to make the change.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
You know, it's just, you got to find that network. And if you can partner up with another consultant or live in the area, it's much more fun and much more powerful because you get to borrow each other's confidences when you do that as well too. So those are some of my ideas. And I know, Chafica, you have some really great ideas that you're working and things that you're doing that are very successful too.
Okay, thanks, Marie. I know what she just mentioned just now, as far as National Loyalty Day, and that's what I'm just going to start off with here, because Marie and I and a couple of us, and Lori also too, we've all started like loyalty programs for our clients. And if you think that is so important, because if you ever go into Kohl's, you know, I just love going to Kohl's and getting those, you know, bucks. You spend a certain amount and you get those great shopping bucks as far as to, you know, to shop at Kohl's or Macy's or anything like that. And you want to work smarter, not harder. And that's about, you know, not chasing clients all the time, but, you know, what if you didn't have to do that anymore? What if you had to, what if you had your clients automatically coming to you, you know, and calling you and bringing you new customers? And when you have a loyalty program, as far as you can have that, and I've made up one that's very, very simple, and I'll post this out also too. And it's basically in the form of a bookmark here. So basically, every client that purchases something, I have my loyalty program on the front and back, and I stick to the amounts of $10 and $25. So for every $50 retail order that a client has, they get a $10 reward. And for every $100 retail order or more, they get a $25 reward. And they get to spend that reward. It's redeemable per quarter. So for all of my clients who already did that January, February, March, they have already received their either $10 or $25 reward. So now we're in April, May, June. So, you know, wherever they earn those during that quarter, they get to spend their reward as far as during that quarter. And you have to have some kind of cutoff date, because if you go into any store, that coupon doesn't last forever, you know. So you have to have some kind of cutoff time and everything. Because I have had some people this first quarter and you know, when they missed theirs, and I said, well, there's, you know, sorry about that, but there's, you know, there's other ways. You know, I have in my loyalty program that you can earn some more as well here. And the other ones, the other loyalty reward is the birthday month reward. So during their birthday month, they get a $10 reward period that they can redeem they have to redeem it during their birthday month here. And then if they hold a spa party, if they hold a party with, you know, with friends in the same birthday month, they get a $25 reward here. So I kept everything simple, 10 and 25. And then my other reward is my pay it forward reward. And this is what I'm talking about, having your clients bring people to you. So for every referral that they bring to me, any referral that becomes a client or hosts a party or event, they get a $10 reward. Any client that has a referral who signs up as a new consultant, then they get a $25 reward here. And this has really increased my business. Actually, I just got an order as far as from a client, and she actually referred me as far as to her coworker. When I started the loyalty reward program, you know, I gave her this bookmark, and she's called me, and this is someone who's never done this before. She's starting putting in $50 orders. It has increased my orders that were not $50 or $100 before. Now people are putting in those bigger orders. And she actually went to work and talked about she uses the Gold Dynamics, and she talked about that to her coworkers. She asked me for some books to bring there to work, and one of her coworkers just put in, you know, I talked to them about the opportunity as well, but she put in like $100 order and everything. And I told her that, okay, you got your $25 reward here. So she just wanted to, you know, she's a brand new person, wanted to try the products first. And, you know, I talked to her about the opportunity, and she said that she's something that she's going to think of. But I'm having more people bring me referrals now. So you're not going out, you know, chasing a lot of clients. And, you know, the best thing is to have your warm market work for you here, because they have their whole list of friends and family and everything else. And I just asked them, you know, basically I ask them, you know, to check your contact list for anyone, you know, whose life would be changed by having extra income, you know, to pay down debt and just pay it forward. And also check your contact list for, you know, anyone that you would like to impact someone's life, you know, and I started saying for them to re-gift their spa session. If you really liked your facial, if you really liked your hand massage, re-gift it to someone else and pay it forward here and stuff. So, you know, so that has been really fun, and it's been working and everything and stuff. So, you know, so that's one way of treating your clients royally, and just adding a loyalty program as far as there, because I know all of us have loyal clients here and stuff. So, but I will put this up also too, because I know Lori, as we were talking about, you know, what we were going to put it on and everything like that. And I said, hey, well, everybody's got their favorite book or something like that. And when I was reading my Eric Ward book and I got different bookmarks, I said, hey, let me put it in the form of a bookmark that they could save, and, they could have it on their book on their table or anything, and just open it, and they'll always see as far as all the special rewards that they can earn here. So
perfect.
Cool idea.
I like it.
Okay, and the other thing is marketing and staff. As Maria said, we do a lot of networking and doing a lot of vendors and marketing, and for staff and customer appreciation days, and that's another way of working smarter, where you're going into these businesses and meeting so many people at once, just like at a party here, but with the businesses and organizations, the people are going to be there. they're going to be there as far as working, so you can do some nice staff and customer appreciation. And I'm going to share with you a couple of things. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Okay, this is one flyer that I use at a daycare, and it was for a Employee Appreciation Day, compliments of La Petite Academy. And, I just put in there, washing, teaching, and playtime activities can stress out your hands. Enjoy a wellness hand massage to relax muscles, de-stress, and refresh here. So that's one of the flyers that I use when I go to, and I just change the name, whatever daycare that I have. I can just have this flyer, and what I usually do is go by ahead of time, so the director posts it up in the daycare. And a couple of daycares that I do this at, I've already been in touch with them because they want me to come back for Mother's Day. And like one of the daycares, she not only had me pamper the employees, but she said, she scheduled a time for me to come back later, and she scheduled a time for all the parents picking up the kids. So as far as for a time for the mothers to be pampered as well. And here is another one. I'll go real quick here. Okay. This is another customer appreciation day that I used at LA Fitness, and has a little picture of a little barbells there.
I love it.
And, and I put gripping and lifting gym equipment can stress out your hands, and enjoy a wellness hand massage to relax muscles and de-stress and refresh here. So usually LA Fitness, they have a lot of like employee appreciation days where they allow you to just come set up a table, and, people can stop by there before they, when they walk in, before they start working out, or like after, or whatever, and it's, and it was so funny. One of the directors, this guy, he had stopped by because, no one was coming by, and he said, okay, I'll stop at your table. And he said, can men do hand massages? And I said, yeah. So he sat down, I did a hand massage, and he went around the whole gym and was like interrupting people working out, telling them how nice his hands felt here. So,
yeah, salesperson for you right there.
Yeah, exactly, and stuff. So that's another one that I use as far as when I go to gyms also too. And this the last one. Let's see, is it going away? And I'll post this also too, because this is Oh, and to piggyback on what Marie said, Teachers Appreciation Week is May 7th through the 11th here.
Right.
Yeah. And this last doc is just basically what I use when I do like an initial call here. Is I just either ask to speak to the director or whatever, and it's to say, I'm Chafica Miles. I'm a business owner in the skincare and spa industry. I've had the pleasure of partnering with businesses like yours in our community, and I provide employee and customer appreciation services, and would like to take 10 minutes of your time to drop off an information packet to discuss how we can better serve our community. And
there's nothing showing on the screen. It shows that you're sharing your screen, but it's like,
oh,
you might want to try stopping sharing and try it again. I think.
Oh, okay. Let me do that. Sorry. Did the flyer show up?
No, it showed that you were sharing, but it didn't show anything but the black screen, which is odd.
Oh.
It worked on the other ones.
Oh, it worked on the flyers. Did the flyers show up or?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Let me show this again and see. Okay. Can you see it now?
No. All right. When you click on share, are you choosing desktop?
I'm just clicking on. Why is it not showing here? Show the others ones. I don't know. This is just a document, but it's in my Dropbox with all the other things that I shared here. So, okay. Well, I'll read it and then I can post it in Amber. Yeah. Okay. So it says, I read the first paragraph. So it says, the packet will include information on how my services are designed to de-stress and refresh your team for a more productive workday. In addition, I'll discuss how we can work together to increase customer loyalty with an appreciation day just for your customers when they walk through your door. And I let them know I don't charge for these services, but I do have gift giving service where you can purchase a gift basket to recognize that special employee of the month or for a customer raffle. And I let them know my baskets start at $30 on up here and stuff. So, yeah. So that's just the initial conversation, and I usually come in just go to Staples and buy these folders, and if you can see the folder, it has a place for my business card there, and on one side is just information on Jafra that I pulled down from the Jafra website that tells who Jafra is, with Warwick, and it's like a company fact sheet, and I've loaded that on Amber Region before, but it gives you more of a professional, presence when you walk into that. They see, okay, Jafra is a real company. They've been around. We've partnered with, like Rhonda said, like the American Heart Association, SOS Children's Village, Beauty Bus here. So that gives, you some credibility when you walk into these places here. And also, if you've done different things before, make up a client list. And this is a list of places that you have done customer staff appreciation before. So they'll know that, okay, you have done some things as far as in the community, even if you just have a couple on there, just to show that, okay, you've partnered with some of these businesses in the, in the community here and stuff. So, yeah. So that is, I think all I have for sharing. Like Maria said, to see how you can earn Miami. You can do it selling your favorite sets. You can, do it by these networking and marketing. And I think for the businesses, organizations you get to meet so many people as far as at one time. And some of my consultants in my branch now are consultants that where I did things at Dress Barn and met them there, met them there doing hand massages there. So, so it does work where you see a lot of people at one time.
Shafiq, can I ask a question? I've got
Sure.
a couple. First of all, I want to say how incredibly creative you are and how thorough you are. You do really work very hard at making a professional appearance, and I'm impressed.
Thank you. Thank you.
The first thing I wanted to ask is, do you generally just do hand massages?
Yes. Yeah.
It's simple.
Yes.
Okay, good.
I do hand massages because you don't have a lot of time. Most of the time, especially when you go into daycares, they usually have me come in like in the middle of the day, like around lunchtime, like when the kids are napping here. So the teachers come out the rooms, at different times, and they have to go back. So, it is a hand massage, but when I'm hand massages, when I'm sitting down doing a hand massage, I'm basically gathering information about them. They give me their name, address, phone number, learn a little bit about them. And then we set up a time where, we have more time where we can when I can schedule a free 1 hour spa session and I tell them about, mother and daughter and things like that here and stuff, so yes.
Okay. And I know Rhonda does a lot of hand massages, and Marie. Do you guys, if you're just at a little table, do you use spray bottles of water with a bowl, or do you take them to the bathroom?
We do.
Yeah.
We send them to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah. Because usually in the daycare, they have me set up like in like one of the little rooms that has like a bathroom already there and a sink and stuff. So I basically take them right there here.
Okay.
But the last time I was there, all the classrooms were filled, so she put me in the office. So I didn't do the the scrub or the bath and shower gel. I just did the massage. I had some wipes and I cleaned their hands first. Had them smell the ginger and sea salt, and then I just did the lotion and oil for the massage there. So.
Okay.
Yes.
And Linda?
Yes.
I usually don't do the bathroom thing necessarily, but I use the small water bottles, not this size, but the small water bottles or the small bottles. And I fill those with water before I leave home, and I heat them. So that is when it goes onto their hands. And I use my little pails, little buckets. Mm-hmm. Just sit there and do everything right there in their laps, and then I dump that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought it'd be a fun thing to do. I'm doing an after prom party on Saturday night.
Oh.
And I found out that we're going to be doing it in an area where they're going to be close to bathrooms. And I went in, and there's like 6 sinks right next to each other. So I thought, we can wash their face and then do their hands right there. So you just helped me with that. Thank you so much.
Oh, good.
We've done events and actually set up in the ladies' room.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it's a big, like a convention thing, where we send like team out, one girl out in the bathroom, and then tell, she do the hand treatment. Make sure you go to the Jaffa table so you can get your free spa package or whatever we're giving away to do that too. But I know Rhonda is really good. She walks with them to the bathroom. Mm-hmm. Let me take you to the bathroom. So then you're having this conversation and you're building this relationship the whole time walking with them, and then they have to go back to the table because she's with them. So or we'll tell them, or we'll say, make sure you here, let me hold on to your bag or your whatever, and then they come back to 99% of the time they come back to the table. But we send them
Maria, what's in your spa gift that you give at your tables at a vending table?
We give them all the time. I carry them in my purse too. It's a 1 hour spa treatment, so they can choose their face, their hands, or their feet. Mm-hmm. Usually most of the time it's usually a royal jelly and now because the royal jelly rituals presentation is so quick and so fast, we do the hand treatment with them. It also gives them a $10 gift certificate off of their purchase of $50 or more. basically some consultants will give a free spa gift if you want it. You can do that as well too. But it's just an hour of some free. We actually call them beauty and business packages now, because we want to show you the beauty product. We want to show you the beauty side of Jafra, and then we're going to talk a little bit about how maybe you can turn your love for this product into a business.
Mm-hmm. So that's something that you give them and they take away, and then you follow up with it.
Yeah, I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah. So if they decide they want one, they just have to give us their name and a phone number so that we can call them to schedule it. So this is what the front of it looks like.
Oh,
that's pretty.
I made these on this, and then this is what the back of it says. Is it backwards?
No.
Good.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
Okay.
That's pretty.
So
it has an expiration date on it.
And then it has an expiration date on it. It has all my information on it, so they can call me too. But it's just so that you can give them something to walk away with.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then, or if I happen to call, they didn't take one, I'll mail them one in the mail too. So that also works as their coupon when we go to their house as well too.
Mm-hmm.
Or whenever they set it up. But yeah.
Can we get a copy of that by chance?
Oh, of course you can. I will.
And you got it Vista?
I ordered. Yeah, I did. This picture is their picture. This is one of their images, and then I just
can't see that image.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay,
it's very nice.
I mean, they have a million. You just go on and put spa, and they'll have. You can customize it for whatever you want.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Could you turn the back around again, please?
You want to see what it says on the back?
I do.
That's nice.
Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
I'll take a picture of it and put it in our Miami Movers chat group too. I just did this today for somebody else.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, okay. Great.
Okay.
And then it tells them they can invite friends if they want. Because it's always more fun when you have your friends with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it turns into a Jafra party without calling it a Jafra party. Jafra. Yeah.
Good. It's really, you hit on something, Chafica, and actually Marie and did also. With the customer service element that many of us have not given a lot of attention to in the last several years. And, with all the influence of the internet and all the different ways that people can shop, we have to be different. And when you develop loyalty, that's one way that we have to secure a relationship with a client.
Yes.
And you guys have done a really good job at doing that. So,
yes, thank you.
Very good.
Yeah. It's fun. It's all about I think Eric Ward said that as far as getting your customers loyal, so they're just continually coming back to you. And like you said, your warm market is your best field out there for them to bring you people and stuff. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
It definitely is.
Okay, I think our last thing here is to just talk about we were talking about updates with the Miami requirements, and now just an update as far as about their early bird registration for Las Vegas. That's still into effect for the next 7 days here up until April 30th. The price is still $119. And I know. And I've asked Pat to just give us a quick testimony as far as her trips to the conference and why going to Las Vegas would be beneficial as far as to everybody. So is Pat still on? Or? Oh, okay. Patricia?
Unmute.
I have to unmute myself.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't get to the bottom of the screen. Well, it looks like everyone has probably been to conference that's still remaining, except for maybe Carolyn. May not have been to the Jaffa conference before, but I just want to say that that's a very exciting time for me each and every year. And I believe I've been to, I think all of them since I've been in Jaffa for the last 30. I'm on 36 years going into Jaffa now. And what really excites me about conference is that there's an unconditional passion that the women there show. There's an unconditional love that they show one another for helping you. Like no one holds back, and everyone is so anxious to share with you what they have done and how they progress in their business. The other thing that I like about conference is that you never know, because we're all the same in Jaffa. Women are recognized at different levels, and you never know when you're sitting next to a millionaire or just a newbie. So the most exciting part to me is it's the training that we get. We get to see all the new things that come out in Jaffa before anyone else gets to see it. But by the same token, we get to network. There's a lot of network going on. And this is where you learn so much about the whole business. And I like to look at, like when we look in the mirror, we kind of just see ourselves. But when you go to the Jaffa conferences and you look out, you see all of these women who look just like you look or don't look like you look, and they can succeed just like you can succeed. So you can take a look at that and you can see that your dreams can become realities, and that the reward for investing in the conference, that reward, the journey is the reward. And it's like sometimes like you're going through a storm in your business and you're stuck and you just can't seem to get through the storm. Nobody wants to do this and nobody wants to do that. And I can't find this and I can't find that. I live in a small community, which meant nothing to Linda Wright when she started building to move and go into a new community. And so it's these kind of things that happen when you get there at conference. Your whole building of your confidence totally changed. And all of a sudden, you get through the storm. And then you have the testimony about before I went to conference, this is the way I was. Now, since I've been to conference, look how my business has grown. I just love it. And also, you learn different systems. You get this powerful training from speakers, just fantastic people that we get to have come and talk to us. Just like who's my favorite one? I don't know who my favorite one is. But you get these great speakers. Okay. Okay. You get to dress up. You get to dress up. You get to dress up at night with these beautiful gowns and things like that. And then you get to see this incredible amount of income that the women are making. And a few good men are there too, making those kind of incomes. Yeah, like McDurfin, I love him. And you also, what else did I jot down? I want to make sure. The conference is like your heartbeat. Okay? When you get to conference, you just feel this beating. You really realize that this is the heart of Jaffa. And you feel your heart beating. You feel this racing. It's like a rush, right? And it's like, okay, I can do this. And then there's the entertainment that Jaffa, puts out there. And the love that they give us and the gifts that they give us. All those little token things that make a difference. But mostly importantly is that the support that the company gives you and the way that we are treated like the queens that we are. the learning, the education that we receive is phenomenal. And, I think if you're looking for a change in your business and you do want more income in your business, or you just need more socialization in your business, then you should be on your way planning to go to conference. You will be able to determine yourself, your successes, and you'll be able to make a plan for your successes, and you will be the consultant that you want to be. You'll learn, I can take one part of this business, walking on two legs, sponsoring and sales. Okay, so I can focus on sponsoring and I can have everything I want in this business. I can focus on sales and probably have everything I want. And then I can see all these different teams that people have built and grown in the company. And you can say, I want to build my team also. So that's what I get from conference. I just get a rush when it's time to have conference. And I don't plan to miss one.
Well, thank you very much. That was a wonderful, if you're not inspired after that here, then as far as thanks for that conference overview. That was absolutely great here. So yeah. So Maria, I see we're up on our time. Is Maria or Lori, you have anything to end and share with? I think this has been a great training, and my partner Maria, thanks for doing a wonderful job.
Thank you, Chafica. I just want to end with the acronym that Susan Nichols ended with when she took the word Miami, and she broke it down. The M standing for the memory jogger. Wonderful tool, and that you really need to use that because it will really jog your memory.
Yes.
How to connect with people and certain people that you need to. The I standing for IPA. What income producing activities are you doing on a daily basis to move you closer to your Miami dream? A, adjust. We all need to adjust our plan on how we're going to get to Miami now because we have new, easier requirements. And the other M standing for motivate. How are you motivating yourself? How are you keeping yourself motivating? Do you have your vision board? Are you playing your Miami music? Are you, what does it smell like? What does it feel like? Are you imagining yourself in Miami? And then the last I, meaning standing for incentives. What are the beautiful incentive gifts that you are earning along the way as you get that ultimate incentive of going to Miami? So we can all do it, and we are all going to be there. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Even though you saw my points, I've got a long way to go.
I was gonna say we all have a long way to go. I think mostly all of us have a long way to go, but I think with the new requirements, it is doable here. So and it has been done before, like you said, for people earning a trip in 1 month here. So yes,
exactly. And like you said, Pat, if you're looking for a change in your business, then you need to be making a plan.
Yes,
to be in Miami, because that will definitely change your business.
Yes, and the whole thing about the trip, and like I said, it's the end of the journey. When we go to Miami, or if we happen not to quite get to Miami, look how we've built our business. This is an opportunity to build and grow our business.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well,
okay.
Yes. Good night, ladies. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
You did a phenomenal job, both of you.
Thank you
so much for being so well prepared.
Bye, Chafica.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.